Hey guys, and welcome to a unboxing slash review of the Stargate SG-1 Stargate coaster set. Now, I've been a huge fan of SG-1 for a long time, especially since it has MacGyver in it. So, wow. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, a couple friends of mine didn't know that Richard Dean Anderson, aka MacGyver, was in Stargate SG-1, the series, which was a spin-off of the Stargate movie. Quite honestly, when I was little, when I first watched the Stargate series, the Stargate movie, I should say, the fact that I thought it was different from any other type of science fiction movie where Star Trek, it was in the distant future. Star Wars was clearly kind of more like an alien worlds, kind of fantastic kind of vibe to it, where you don't plan to meet anybody named Han Solo or Luke Skywalker, despite the fact that, you know, these are very like Earth-based names. These are all based on galaxies extremely far away, which happened extremely a long time ago. And so, I guess when I was little, as depressing as it sounds, I never quite imagined that I would ever find myself in a situation where I would have the opportunity to be on a starship or the opportunity to wield a lightsaber. However, this changed when I saw Stargate, because it was very much based in current times with current technologies. Most of the characters in the show just use rifles against a futuristic kind of enemy from other worlds. Like what was it, like laser staffs or whatever you want to consider it. And the other part about it is I thought it was really amazing that they managed to weave ancient Egyptian mythology into the narrative, which I just thought was brilliant, because it gave almost a reason to why, let's say, the pyramids existed, and kind of things like that. So that movie really fascinated me. But it was a good movie. It wasn't a great movie, but I didn't really like Stargate as much as I do now until the Richard Dean Anderson version, because it was it was a television series, so you got to flesh out all the characters a little bit more. You get to have a little bit more fun. There was always those one episode that was like kind of non-canon, maybe, that was non-canonical, in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about actual canons. Kind of like the joke episode, the joke where everybody gets to have the episode where everybody kind of gets to have fun. And so if you're not familiar with the Stargate series, first of all, I don't know why you're watching this review, but in case you aren't familiar with it, the Stargate was basically kind of a warp gate to a different worlds within the solar system. And kind of the realistic part about it is that other worlds are not typically too far ahead advanced in technology, where the show or the people couldn't really understand it. Now, as we get later on in the series, where they kind of have to up the ante, some of it changed, but within the core first like 6 seasons or 7 seasons, it's kept pretty down low. When you went to other worlds, it was still grungy, it was still dirty, kind of, despite having major advances in technology, which is sort of what I see here. Because, for example, if we were to go back just 200 years to the beginning of the United States, I'm sure it was dirty. There wasn't much in terms of government bodies attempting to figure out what's dirty and what's not. But if any of those people came to our world today, there's a good chance that they'll die of some kind of infection or some kind of disease, because we didn't really, we're dirty. We're just dirty in different ways. We're not some kind of like 200 years later, it's not some extremely sterile environment where bacteria and viruses don't exist, where people never get sick, that kind of thing. But maybe I'm getting a little bit too I don't know, too philosophical or whatever you want to call it upon. Anyway, so here are coasters. That was a long run up to these coasters, so let's take a look at them. It's made by QM or OMX. Here, OMX, QMX? Yeah, QMX. QM, Cube X, actually. Maybe? I don't know. Here. The Stargate coaster set comes with 4 mini Stargates, each measuring 4.57 inches long, which is 11.6 centimeters across. The Stargate design is exactly screen accurate, taken directly from the CGI files used on the show. Each glyph and chevron is perfectly reproduced in resin with a detailed paint job and weathering. The event horizon is semi-transparent blue with a rippled surface, just like the big gate. So set your drinks aside in style with your own set of Stargate coasters. So yeah, so Stargate basically was like a dialing mechanism, almost like an old rotary phone, which is in case you didn't know what glyphs and chevrons were. The chevrons are these guys, things that lock on, and the glyphs are little, well, I'll show you when we open it. Alright, the lab rats at Area 51 are always looking for new applications for alien technology being brought back to Earth by Stargate Command. Their latest innovation, the Stargate Coaster, is a miniaturized Stargate with its event horizon permanently fixed in place, resulting in a perfect solution for keeping your hot or cold drinks from damaging table surfaces, a problem that we can only solve through alien technology. Now, I have to say, initially I did want to get, there's also a much larger version of the Stargate that's like a Stargate mirror where you can take the event horizon off and underneath is a mirror, but yeah. I couldn't find it after a while. It was out of print and stuff like that. Stargate coasters are hand-painted collectibles, and as such, they are not dishwasher safe. Stargate SG-1, trademark and copyright 1997 to 2009. So I didn't open this yet. Also, that was the first time I got to read all the stuff on the box. Just wanted to show off the fact that I can read. Excuse me. There's a business card from QMX where the stuff of dreams are made. Good for you. Follow them on social media. Alright. I'd be pretty disappointed if like they were all broken or whatever. Oh boy. One of these guys. I don't know where the coasters are located within this block of it's always safe to have an X-Acto knife cutting towards your arm. Note the sarcasm, please. And there you have it. Oh god, they're all in different levels, aren't they? Jeez. Okay. I'm not sure. When I was reading reviews on these prior to buying them, as one would, I actually found that they're that these not all of them were built well. And when I say build, it was that if you were to put a cup here and it would drip a lot of water, I've heard that all the seals along the side of them are inconsistent. So one coaster may may be able to keep in all the water and moisture from hitting the table, but others would leak it down. So actually it's kind of funny because it kind of almost defeats the purpose of the coaster to keep stuff away. But I gotta say, one of the major reasons why I actually bought it, extremely dorky, I'm gonna admit this right now, is for my Lego guys. So let's see how it looks in comparison. I also have to apologize. You'll notice that I've done a weird paint job on this Lego. It's a Lego that I've had since I was a kid, and as such, I've painted it. That's some detail over there. This was supposed to be he's supposed to be a motorcycle, death-defying motorcycle stuntman, and these strips are actually glow in the dark. This is supposed to look like half of a skull, so you can see kind of the teeth there. See it? And there's a little eye here that also glows in the dark. and this side was just going to be blue because I just like that, and I just liked having glow in the dark whatever. Let me see if I can turn off the light just a little bit and you can see. No, forget it, don't worry about it. Anyway, so that's pretty good size. It could stand to be bigger, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. I think that's actually okay. I think that's cool. Anyway, so let's look at the detailing here. These orange marks, typically in the show they light up, but you can see all of the glyphs there. Yeah, I believe you have to excuse me. I believe you have to connect 6. Was it? I could be completely wrong. I think it's 6 in the home world or something like that, but I'm not going to look up now because I'm this far into the review. So these light up as they lock on, and you can see all the glyphs that are supposed to be based on kind of Egyptian hieroglyphics. Some of them maybe. Here's the this is actually the homeworld glyph, supposed to represent a pyramid with a sun over it in Egypt. As for the rest of the glyphs, I don't know. Yep, oops. A little stray plastics around. I don't think I'm going to keep this in the box. Or at least not with this stuff. I understand their need to protect it, but this stuff is notorious for just making and leaving messes around the... oh, you know what? Let me let you take a look at the back of this. It says Stargate SG-1, and then it gives you trademark and copyright dates. There is a kind of velvet circle around here. That way, you know, it is padded against the thing. And one thing that I was actually worried about is there's actually a bit of a doming. You can't really tell, but you can tell that there's some refraction. So it's kind of the back of this Stargate Event Horizon is actually smoother than the front. Let's put a cup there. Okay, not bad, huh? What do you think? Not bad. Yep. So let's take the rest of these out. Take a look at them. Nice. Making a mess. I'll probably keep the bags though. Oh, that's unfortunate. This will probably be the one I actually use then. There seems to be imperfections in the plastic that's embedded into it. Yep. So the rest of this stuff kind of wipes away because that's dirt, but yeah, this is definitely going to be, unless there is a worse one somewhere under it. I'm not too disappointed, by the way, because you know, I had to choose one to use anyhow. It's unfortunate, but it kind of oh, this is weird. This is really weird. This is, wow. Now I know you can't tell why it's weird, but I just want to confirm before moving forward with my yeah, very, very bizarre. Yeah, very bizarre. It so happens that this event horizon, despite presumably using the same mold, has a completely different texture. Whereas it domes out here, where there's a slight domage, here the flat part is in front and the domage is in back. That's bizarre. Yeah, that is really bizarre. I'm not sure how that came about, or how that can even happen. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so apparently some inconsistencies with the molding. Excuse me. Some inconsistencies with the molding, but you know, not too disappointed, because there are very few Stargate memorabilia things that I would say were cool enough for me to buy. This is one of them. So I'm really not disappointed. The price is a little steep. I believe I paid $30 for these guys. But all said, I'm okay with it. As you know, the biggest issue being this little thing that almost looks like, you know, a petri dish gone wrong. So yeah, you know, there you have it. The Stargate coaster and the little mess that